my life every single day. And I am so thankful. And I am even more thankful. Hey, beautiful ones, Fran here, back with another quick video. So, before we go any further, you guys know the drill. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. So, I was actually supposed to do this video by the end of the week, but it took me a little longer to do this video because not only do I want to just make the announcement of the winners, but I also want to talk to you guys about something that has been kind of going through my mind repeatedly this week, and that has been how to actually make your manifestations and the law of attraction work quickly. Right? So we talk a lot about how to use different tools and what to do to make things happen quickly for you. But one thing that I've noticed that a lot of people get hung up on, and I actually got hung up on this myself at one point, and it was, do I let go or do I hold on to it? Or how do I release any attachment to what I'm trying to create while creating it? And I get a lot of emails about that too, because people are like, do I hold on to it, Fran? Do I let go of it? Do I, how does it work? What am I supposed to be doing? Because it can get somewhat confusing when you're told that you need to meditate, you need to visualize, you need to think about what it is you're trying to create, but you also cannot have any attachment to that. So let's just talk about that for a little bit. So when you are creating and manifesting something, or you're calling something into your life, you're decreeing something, you've asked God to do something for you, we have a tendency as humans to say things like, okay, so when is that going to happen? Or we're going to go back and keep checking on it and checking on it and checking on it and checking on it. And if you are checking on it constantly, if you're checking on something constantly, then you're not acting in faith that that thing is going to come to pass. But then you think, okay, but if I'm asking for it and I'm not even going back at all to check on it, or I'm not even going back at all to see if it's happening, then I'm being neglectful, right? That's what we think. But in our reality, the process of manifestation is really very clear and simple. You have to be consciously aware of what you desire. A lot of times things will not happen in your life if you don't know what it is that you want. If you're kind of wishy-washy, if you are back and forth with, yeah, maybe I want this, yeah, maybe I don't want this, or yeah, I kind of want this, but maybe I can't get it like that. If you're undecisive, you are really in the way of your manifestation. You can't be wishy-washy. You guys can't be wishy-washy about what it is that you want. You have to know what it is that you desire. And then you really have to also know why you desire it. It really is enough to desire it, but why do you desire to have this thing in your life? That's important. But what is also important is learning how to be consistent in your practice in that space of time. Let me explain what I mean. If you are manifesting and creating something in your life, you want to set aside time daily, right, to work on that process. Now, things that you cannot do when you're working on that process is, when is it coming? Oh gosh, how's it going to come? Who's going to give that to me? Is it ever going to happen? I don't even know if it's going to happen. Oh God, I've been waiting forever. You get the picture, right? You cannot continuously just hound it, right? But once you ask for what it is you desire, once you put it out there into the universe that this is what I want, your practice over the next several days or weeks or however long you choose to focus on this particular thing is to go into your space and actually feel yourself of what you're asking for. Begin to act as if you already have what you're asking for and to be thankful for it. If you are in any way doubting it, or if you're any way in a space of, I just don't know how that's going to happen, Fran, I don't see it, then you have canceled it out. And it's really a very thin line because you do have to visualize it and you do have to see yourself in that space daily. So you would see yourself in your new house. You would see yourself in your new kitchen. You would see yourself in your new car. You would see yourself speaking to sold-out audiences all over the world. After you plant the seed. So you plant the seed first, and then you begin to see that in your mind and in your awareness, in your conscious awareness. That's how you give it and hold on to it at the same time. You cannot have any attachment to how it's going to come. So let's talk about that real quick. When I talk about attachment, that means who's going to give it to you. We already know that God is the source of all creation. So that's where it starts. So however God decides to tell whoever to do whatever, or however he decides to make it happen, that's not up to you. What you need to do is just be ready for it. And if you're in a space of doubting or being fretful or impatient, then you're not ready for it, right? You're not ready for it if you're in that space. But if you're in a space of accepting and feeling good about it and acting as if and giving thanks for it because you know that it is, then you're ready. And that way you have given it, let it go, but you're operating in it. So it's as if the minute that you ask, it happened. Right? That's how you act. You act as if the minute I asked for this, I'm going to give you thanks for it because I already know that it's happening. And that shows extreme faith. And that is how you get the process to move faster and faster for you. And sometimes it's not as easy as just simply saying, okay, so I'm going to do this because somebody told me to do this. We have years and years of unconditioning sometimes that we have to detangle. We have to detangle the mindset that we have been currently operating in, especially if you have not been practicing on changing your mindset at all. If you're still in that place of trying to figure it out, it's going to be a little trying for you to change your mindset around, I ask and I already have it. So it's really like your mantra should be ask, believe, receive. Ask, believe, receive. Ask, believe, receive. Because if you get into a mindset and a state of understanding that you ask, you believe, you receive, then you know that it is coming. I can look at my life 3 years ago. I can look at my life 5 years ago. I can look at my life 10 years ago. And my life is completely changed because I have completely changed my thoughts. And every day, I am really working on trying to have a higher conscious, elevated thought instead of a lower vibrational thought. And depending on where you're coming from, situations you're around, your environment, your relationships, it's easy to grab for that lower hanging thought. It's easy to attach yourself to that lower hanging thought because that is what you're used to. But when you finally get into the mood, to the flow of allowing and understanding that you are connected to this invisible source of everything, of everything in this in the world, yeah, like in the whole entire world, like everything. Once you realize that and you get to that place, you're just kind of like, man, this is really really cool because every single thing that I am aligned with and allowing is showing up. So when you get into that space, you understand that there's no need for you to hold on to it. There's no need for you to say, I got to make this happen, or I got to go back and get that because God's not working quick enough, or I got to go do this because it's just not happening like I want it to. Once you get your mind wrapped around that and you understand that, okay, all right, well, I've given this. I know, I trust the process. I'm allowing, I'm in alignment, and I'm in a divine flow, and I know that this is going to happen for me. Once you get there, you start to be thankful. Your energy starts to change. Your frequency and vibration starts to change. What you're putting out into the world starts to change because what you are accepting And what you are calling in is different. Your relationships are different. Your job's different. Your business is different. Your money's different. Your life is different because you're on a different wavelength. And therefore, you're attracting different things. So that is how you allow, let it go, but still give thanks for it, and still act as if, still focus, still spend time with it. Don't worry it to death, y'all. You ain't got to worry it to death. It's already happening. As soon as you ask, it's already happening. So you ain't got to worry it to death. It is happening. All right, guys. So now I want to announce the winners. So here's the thing. Here's the thing about the winners. I have the names on my phone. That's why I'm looking down, guys. But here's the thing about the winners. So we were just going to do 3 people at first, right? But when I was praying and meditating and kind of just being so thankful for just so much abundance in my life in so many ways, and for each and every one of you sharing this journey with me, I wanted to do a little more. So I'm still going to do the 3, like I said that I would do. And then I am going to do 3 more of a lower amount. So here's what you have to do. When you hear me call your name or you see your name in that community tab, you've got to email us at Team Angels with Fran with your name and your address. I also need your Instagram name. And I need, if you have a different name on Instagram or YouTube, I need that as well. So once we get that, we will send you your prize actually in the mail, where we'll send it where someone will have to sign for it. So, are you guys ready? Okay. So our first 3 winners are Tanya Craig, Jessica Blackston, and Miracle Lane. All right, I'm going to say that again. Tanya Craig, Jessica Blackston, Miracle Lane. I'm going to put those in the description box as well. And then we have Kay Usumi. We have C Woman and Jaquetta Boone. All right, guys. So those are our 6 winners for, I'm going to say this month, but who knows? We never know what's going to happen. Like, interesting things happen around here because really, I do truly believe in what I'm teaching you guys, and it shows up and happens every day in my life. Something amazing is happening in my life every single day, and I am so thankful, and I am even more thankful to be able to share with you guys and help you elevate your consciousness so you can have those amazing things happen every day in your life as well. All right, guys, remember to jump over to Instagram, like and subscribe to those pages. Make sure you're liked and subscribed here so that you don't miss anything. Hit that bell so that you get the updates. I am so thankful for each and every one of you, and thank you for riding this journey with me to raise consciousness and change mindsets one video at a time. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.